Woo! Alrighty. I just ate lunch. I'm here now in Hot Springs, Arkansas, which is a pretty big touristy town here in Arkansas. I just got my last shower of the trip. I'm gonna be home in 2 days, most likely. I was eating lunch in the back, and it's hilarious how many times this trip I'm just eating my lunch in a parking lot with like the truck open so I can get some air flow through, and I'll just have somebody pull up and start taking pictures and start talking. Oh, that's so cool! And then so I just met a really cool guy. Here, he just pulled up and got some pictures of it, and we talked for a while. He gave me some spots that he said I should check out. He gave me my phone number if I wanted to go like rafting with him or something, which would be so cool, but I only got 2 days left, unfortunately. So, but he did give me a cool spot to camp, so I might go check it out. But yeah, I've just met so many awesome people this trip. It's just funny how many conversations start from me eating my lunch in the back of this truck in a parking lot. It's pretty dang funny. But I'm gonna go check out today. The plan is to check out Hot Springs National Park. And there's a couple things to see there, and yeah, it's a touristy little area. I've never been here. It looks pretty cool. Let's go check it out. Gee, that is definitely a mountain tower. Look at that thing. That thing is massive. There's towers on all the way to the top on this hill up here. Let's go check it out. Alrighty guys, so I'm taking a elevator
to bring the hot waters of the federally protected springs to
up an old watchfire tower. This is one of the top things to do here in Hot Springs.
The first structures
more than 200 feet tall.
Were put up in the 1800s, but none of those structures still
gives you a whole view of the whole Ouachita Mountains and everything around here. It's $11 to get in, and all the way to the top of the tower. Should be pretty dang cool. That's quite a view. Sheesh. Way down there. Right there. All right, that was pretty dang sweet. Some pretty epic views, really. That was a really neat little stop. But next I'm gonna head, and I think I'm gonna park up here, probably I'll park a little bit closer down, hike some of the trails, hike, I think the Promenade Trail, I think it's called, is one of the most well-known ones, and it shows you some of the hot springs, and then check out I think it's the Foydos bathhouse, something like that. It's one of the original, there's a bunch of original bathhouses. This is like the place, the history is back in the 1800s where all the workers would come to bathe, and they'd set up these big houses and pipes and stuff, and they would run from the natural hot springs in the area and fill up all these baths, and then that's how they'd all bathe in this area. So you can see, and you can actually, a lot of them are still open as like spas now, so not like hot springs out in Colorado, you have to like pay a bunch and get into them, but I'm still gonna check it out. Apparently it's like one of the top things to see here too, is like the visitor center and like the old little downtown area, so I'm gonna check that out, hike that trail, and then yeah, try to find a place to camp tonight. Let's do it. All right, so this was the men's bathroom, bathing room. Beautiful ceiling. And all of these. All these have a shower and a bath. They had all sorts of different things. Hydrotherapy. This is the visitor center here at the Hot Springs, and pretty much just a museum. 3 stories of this. Oh, look at all this. All for bathing. This is like the top place in the country to come bathe. Kind of cool. Wow, look at this. An old gymnasium way up here on the 3rd floor. Boxing, bunch of rings. That is really cool. All right, just made it to the back of the truck camper. Absolutely beautiful day out today. It is like 75 and sunny. Made it to a Walmart for the night. I looked around the Ouachita National Forest, and whoop, there goes my chair. And there was absolutely nothing around here, so I'm crashing into Walmart again. Luckily, unlike Arizona, all the Walmarts here do a lot of camping, which is real nice, but there's a spot. And then I got just cooked up some dinner. Yeah, I finished checking out Hot Springs National Park. I did a couple of the hikes, did the Promenade Trail, checked out, and then I already forgot the name of it, the Bathhouse Row, which is like the main downtown area. Really cool to see the history. I had really no idea, but there was like just all sorts of famous people throughout history that was like one of the top destinations really all over the country, and people from all over the world like came there back in the 1800s as a bathing place. So pretty dang cool to see the history about it. Dude, and shout out to the people of Arkansas. The people here are so friendly. I've lost track how many people just cooking back here in the truck and then my first full day here. How many people have just come up and be like, yo, that is so cool. I've seen that kind of stuff on YouTube. And so I've had a lot of conversations with people today about the truck camper setup and just the trip in general. And people are so friendly here. Like, no offense to anybody out in Arizona or New Mexico, but like the people down here in Arkansas are a whole lot friendlier, at least in general. And it's a lot easier to camp down here. And I met this really cool person actually just a few minutes earlier as I was cooking dinner. This guy, they were super, super friendly, so I talked to them for a while, and he was like, yo, do you do YouTube? He ended up subscribing to the channel, so I really appreciate it. Shout out to Tucker Murphy, I believe was his name. Really appreciate it. Super, super nice guys. I've met so many cool people in Arkansas in just a couple days I'm here. I'm kind of regretting that I didn't set aside more time to spend here, because it's a really cool state. I'm really loving it so far. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up these dogs and start getting ready for bed. Tomorrow's my last full day on this trip. Kind of insane, honestly. Here's the old Walmart I'm staying at, and yeah, really good day. Met some really cool people, some really nice people. Meeting people like that, having cool conversations. Really can make a day when you're by yourself for a long time. So it was cool to meet some new people, and yeah, I'm gonna get to bed. I got about 12 and a half hours to get home from here in Arkansas, so I'm gonna probably try to crank out more than half of it tomorrow, try to get 6 or 7 out of the way, and then I only have about 5 or so to get back home in Michigan. So yeah, I'm gonna get to bed. Hopefully it's a nice peaceful night, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Whew, good morning. All right, slept good last night at the old Walmart to get going. Arkansas was an awesome state, and yeah, really fun couple days here. I'm gonna get on the road, and yeah, last full day on the road, last full day living in a truck. Let's get it on the road again. About 7.5 hours in, and I'm pretty dang mad right now. And Google Maps said I was 2 minutes away from my exit, and I was gonna get to my campground, and it was all construction and completely blocked off my exit. And it's an extra 30 miles of driving for my detour around this dang construction. Oh, I'm pretty mad right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like really just exhausted, it's getting late. I'm getting low on gas. It's just really annoying. 30 miles for a detour, 30 miles. Oh my gosh, dude. I'll catch up with you guys when hopefully this campground is open. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's pretty small, and I found it on kind of a sketchy website, so we'll see. It's only $5. It's right in a lake that apparently is really good fishing, so fingers crossed. I'll catch up with you guys in a bit, though. Alrighty, guys, so I just paid my $5 after 30 miles extra driving and almost ran out of gas. And here's the little lake. There's a lot of people fishing. It was kind of confusing as to what the exact rules are. It just kind of said for rough camping, which is only $5. There's only like 4 hookup sites. And then it just said no camping on the pavilions. So I think rough camping, you're allowed to just camp anywhere, I think. Look at these splotches. Some of the bugs I went through today I went through like one swarm and it completely battered up my entire windshield with these gooey things. It was so nasty. It was craziness, but I'm gonna get parked, and hopefully I'm allowed to do this. Alrighty, guys, so here is the spot. I'll show you guys. A lot of geese and goose poop, which isn't the nicest, but the spot sure is nice. Look at this. So I did a little bit of research online, and apparently you do just pay $5, and then you pretty much, for rough camping, you just go pretty much anywhere. So got the truck camper. It's a bit of a mess, but that's how it is on the road. That's the realistic side of it. Gotta get a few things cleaned up, and I think I'm gonna cook up some pesto pasta for dinner. Have a couple snacks and make a real big breakfast tomorrow. But yeah, that's the plan. Gorgeous night. Good way to, I mean, what a find. $5 just for a view like this right next to the highway. Pretty dang fantastic, but I'm gonna get dinner work cooking. Oh wow, last night in here for, well, maybe not that long. It's a pretty dang nice spot. I got this whole campground to myself. It's pretty crazy. It's a really nice little spot here, but I'm gonna get to bed. And I'll catch you guys with a big breakfast, maybe a little bit of fishing in the morning. Oh boy. Oh man. Last morning, last day. I slept really, really good last night. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Miss the routine. Nearly 3 months. Every day, getting up, making my bed in here. Alrighty, guys. You hear the geese behind me? Absolutely beautiful spring morning here in southern Illinois. But for breakfast, we got eggs. This maple bacon, which smells absolutely incredible right now. Butter, and then a potato. That smells heavenly. Already got my eggs and my potato chips done. Shee-hoo, that looks real good. A couple bagels, bacon, eggs, and some potatoes. Last breakfast on the road. What a glorious morning out here. It's beautiful. Alrighty, just filled up on gas, left a little campground. It's about almost 10 o'clock right now. I got a ways to drive. I got to get on the road. And yeah, if you're ever in the town of Montrose, definitely check that campground out in Illinois. It's pretty dang cool. I wish there was more places like it, but yeah, the final stretch, back in the road. Let's do it. Alrighty, I just made it back to Michigan, and I've still got about 2 hours, a little more than 2 hours left of driving to get home, but I made it through Michigan City. You know, now that it's I figured now I'd take a couple minutes and just kind of give a whole reflection of this whole trip and everything, and just give my thoughts on it all, because I mean, it was a pretty crazy trip. So, it's been almost 3 months. It's been exactly 75 days. I just looked it up, 75 days. And I was really starting to sink in how long I've been gone, and now that it's like, wow, I'm actually like going home. I'm not going to the next city, which is a little sad, but it's starting to hit how much I miss home and family and friends, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. That's for sure. It's been a long time, and it's been just absolutely surreal to have like this idea for this trip years ago, and just always feeling just trapped and stuck in like high school and just having to grind every day, being stuck in class, feel like I was just wasting my time, and just so badly wanting to go out and have the freedom and to go do a trip like this. So I feel so blessed and fortunate, and to have, I mean, a lot of people think I was crazy for doing it and to end up making it work. And I mean, I'll be honest, when I left, I was like so nervous. I was terrified. I'm like, I've never done anything like this. There's a million things that could go wrong. I could put myself in a much bigger risk and going way outside of my comfort zone, as opposed to just staying home and, you know, continue just working and going through the everyday grind. And I was taking a massive risk, jumping out and leaving the comfort and safety of home and going out into the world, especially by myself at just 19. I was worried maybe spending that much time alone with just yourself and your thoughts, you'd end up kind of just hating yourself and going a bit crazy. But I feel like I've really started to kind of better understand myself, and it's given me so much more confidence, and it's really just, I mean, I loved every second of it. It's overall my final thoughts on this trip. It had everything. It had truck breaking down, massive storms, getting stranded, snowstorms, living in the desert, living in a yurt, living with monks. Like, it's just seriously a trip that I will forever cherish for the rest of my life, and is like, I really don't need much at all. It's really just, it's put into perspective, just I really only need the basics and the bare minimums, and I'm happy with very little, and you don't need a whole lot to survive. And it's humbling just to go and see so many places and meet so many amazing people, a lot off camera, and just be like, you can get so easily just caught up in your own little bubble of a world. And to travel and see so many different people just living their lives, like, it's just crazy. It's a crazy thing. And it's why I love traveling. And this trip has really instilled in me. And it's really just, I think this is the biggest takeaway I have. It's that I think this is going to be this kind of thing is going to be a major part of the rest of my life. Trips like this, and it's made me even more want to just travel the world now and do just insane trips, like solidified the fact that I'm going to be doing a whole lot of this for the rest of my life. And a big part of me, I won't deny, wishes I could do this. I really do genuinely feel like, I mean, it's been just a blur how fast it's gone by, and I genuinely do feel like, as much as I miss family, I could do this for a much longer time, and I kind of wish that it wasn't ending today. But a slightly, at least for now, bigger part of me knows that every journey must come to an end, and it's time for me to get home and see my family and get back into reality in life. Thank you guys so much for watching this entire trip. It started as I wasn't really even expecting anybody to really watch this trip. It just kind of was like a personal journey to me, a personal journal almost, just a way to document this whole series and for me to look back on in years to come. And the fact that I feel like I've really started to build up a little audience, a couple hundred people it seems like, with this trip. And I promise it's only going to get better, and way more to come, and way more trips to come. I've got some cool things planned for the summer, so stay tuned. But seriously, I can't thank you guys enough for watching and watching this whole journey. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this maybe inspired you guys a little bit to get out and travel a bunch. And yeah, tons more to come. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next adventure. Quite a journey to get back into Michigan, and wow, nearly 7,000 miles of travel on this old truck. She ran like a dream. Atta girl. Definitely a little bit sad that it's all coming to an end. All right, let's do it. Here in Western Michigan, and I am leaving on a very big trip. How far me and the little truck have come. Wow, so gorgeous. Home stretch, just about there. Here's my driveway. God, this is crazy, dude. I did it! The truck made it! Almost 3 months on the road alone. There's my family. Made it. I did it! Dream come true. I made it home.